you go online, wherever, and you keep finding this cinematic LUTs for $29, and you can recreate the look of this film. And when I applied to my footage, like, it looked nothing like Joker. It looked more like a joke. I imagine this scenario, right? I found a lot, and it has certain dynamics, certain colors that I love, and they recreate this movie and I apply to my footage. But it doesn't work like that. Can you tell me a little bit more? Like, can you speak into that a little bit? Why that happens?
Why does it not work?
Like, not necessarily why, because I guess like that's, you will need to have the LUTs and the footage to give me the answer. But basically, like, what is your take on LUTs that you just buy for $29 and you apply to your footage, and oh, it's supposed to do the job, but that's not true.
The magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not buy them, but yeah, I think they don't work because it's, to get to create a look like Joker, it's like so much more goes into it than a LUT. Like, there is a Joker LUT because it was made by Mitch Bogdanovich, I think. So there is one, but it's like serious color science behind. It's not just, a random thing that one can concoct in like 5 minutes, and then a lot goes into like set design, like how you light a scene, and then the footage that you bring, like, it needs to be balanced, so you cannot just put it on any footage. Like, it needs to be like properly balanced, and then you need to know what color space the LUT was made in, and then because many times, like, you buy these LUTs and you don't even know. It's like, do you put this on the Rec 709? Do you put it on the log footage? On what do you put it on, and what is it gonna give you back? As many times they don't even tell you these infos, which are like very important, and you also don't know like to what extent they were tested. Like, it's whether it was really stress tested that you can put it on really any footage and it's not gonna break halfway on you.
Because that's what happens most of the time.
Yeah. So these are like, and it's not so easy to to do this. So it's because I think you could just create a note tree and then export it, and then there you have a LUT. Whether it's suitable to give to people to use, that's much harder. But then of course they are very useful LUTs. So I'm not saying that every LUT is bad. And I also make LUTs for in pre-production phase, for example. So if they have like an idea of what kind of look they want already, then we can create a LUT that they can put on the camera. So when you shoot them film, you can already see like how it's gonna look. I mean, roughly, because not everything can go into LUTs, so like nothing texture related or spatial effects. So none of those can be part of it. But you can get an idea about contrast and dynamic range, and palette.
Palette,
Yeah, so these things you can do, and you can use LUTs for these, and then there are also technical LUTs of like how you transform camera spaces to whatever display spaces you want. And then there are very good like creative LUTs that are like, seriously made and tested properly, which can be very nice, and so there's no problem in using those. But I think it's like when you promise that it's like every footage will look like Joker, it's like, no, like, because I think it's a very strong look, and then the stronger the look is, the more the footage needs to also be shot in that direction. So I feel the more, like, if you offer a LUT that is like, good for a lot of things, those are usually very gentle looks, because it's like they're very, very subtle, but they're very nice. So, but then it's you still need to do a lot of grading under them, but so it pulls everything together. So there's no problem in using LUTs in general if you know that what you have and how it works.
Yeah. You were mentioning about set design, which is often probably when it comes to the colors that you have in the shots are created exactly by that.
Yeah.
And then, so, I mean, I don't know why I mentioned the Joker is the first one that came to my mind. And maybe because
that's the most trending one, I think, these days.
Yeah, these days is been the most trending, and you see that the colors are, I mean, the work that they've done, it's amazing, but it doesn't start and end color correct. You see that you have, the clothes that they choose, the color of the walls that they choose, and then how they create, that they work with the light in order to, to create a certain mood. It's all like you expected, I film in my kitchen, my wife king, and all of a sudden, I put Joker LUTs, and everything becomes Joker. Like, it doesn't
very
work.
Cinematic.
Yeah. It's way more than that. I would say definitely what it helped me after, when I started to learn more about LUTs and more about the work that I do when when we work, and the kind of mood and tone that we wanted to create, I actually started to realize how much work I started put into actually creating the shots and creating the photography that I wanted like before. So that when we arrive in color, like in the color grading phase, then, or color correction, like I can give to somebody like you, like the base to build that final look, and you can give the final kick to that. But it started before. It started in pre-production, based on the theme, based on the mood, based on story, and then you arrive then. But I wanted to, I don't know, I think I wanted to hear your opinion from a specialist in that, because I have my opinion, but I wanted to get
on
your
set
input.
design or the LUT?
No, on LUT.
LUT,
On LUT. Yeah. It's
I guess you just need to source your LUTs from respectable sources.
Hey, but talking about that, for example, like how do you do that? So like how do you navigate that? Do you have to look for specific?
I think it's like you pretty much know the people you are buying LUTs from, and you know the work they do, and then this is pretty much how I would get LUTs. So like like I would not buy a random LUT, I think, on the internet.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying you
so
go
somehow
to a
you just
professional.
you know the people who make LUTs, and then of how they do it, and then you know whether you can trust it or not. And they usually also provide all this information about it. You know that it was like what camera space it expects, and there's a lot of technical things. And then if they don't even mention those, then it's probably a no already.